It's the break room with JayH. Let's
All
go.
right, y'all. Welcome to the break room with JayH. Please, if you find any of the content useful or helpful to you, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe at the end of the video. All right, let's talk about what an EEO is. A lot of people are getting that confused between filing an EEO complaint or reporting a credible threat. They are not the same thing. And if you mix them up, you're either slowing down the process or putting yourself and others at risk. So let's make it very clear. What is an EEO? First, an EEO stands for Equal Opportunity Employment or Equal Employment Opportunity. It is your right to a work place that is free from discrimination or harassment. That means nobody can treat you differently, deny you opportunities, or harass you because of your race, color, sex, religion, age, disability, national origin, or retaliation for prior complaints. When you file an EEO, basically, you're saying this behavior, this pattern, or this decision is violating my civil rights at work. It could be comments, unfair treatment, or being passed up for opportunities. But here's the key. EEO is about civil rights and workplace fairness. It's a process. You have deadlines, you have steps, and counselors to talk to. It takes time. It's not an emergency hotline. You don't call EEO at midnight if somebody says they're going to kick your ass in the parking lot. That is not what it is for. We were speaking about what a credible threat is. A credible threat is a whole different ball game, a whole different lane. A credible threat is when someone's words or actions make you believe they could actually harm you. Not just mouthing off, not just saying, man, I'm sick of this place. That is considered frustration. But if somebody says, I know where you park, or I'll be waiting for you after your shift, that is a credible threat. If they bring weapons or they mention they have weapons in the process, hurting you, or if they act like they're about to make it physical, those are red flags. Credible threats do not get filed like EEOs. They get reported immediately to your supervisor, to postal inspectors, or to law enforcement, depending on the seriousness. That is about safety right now, not paperwork 6 months from now. See, people get them tripped up. Sometimes harassment can lead to threats. You might have somebody harassing you because of your race or your gender, and then it escalates into, I'll make sure you regret your working here. Now you have two things happening: an EEO violation and a credible threat. The harassment still gets filed through EEO, but the threat gets reported immediately. You do not wait. You do not confuse the two. Tone matters, though. A joke said poorly isn't always a threat. Somebody, muttering to himself, man, I could just kill somebody right now because the machine jammed. That's frustration. Still worth paying attention to, but context matters. Now, on the other hand, if that same person singles somebody out, I'm going to kill you if you don't get out of my way, now you should look into threat territory. That's what makes a credible intent plus target plus ability. So, a mindset that you should use, or a checklist for your mindset. When in doubt, you need to ask yourself, does this behavior fall underneath discrimination, harassment, or fairness issues? That is considered an EEO. Does this behavior make me believe harm could happen physically or emotionally right now? That's a credible threat. Sometimes it's both, and that is fine. Report it both ways. But please don't sit on it thinking EEO is going to handle a safety concern. So the bottom line, EEO protects your rights long term. Credible threats reporting protects your safety immediately. Do not confuse the two. Do not wait on the wrong process. If it's about fairness, call EEO. If it's about safety, you speak up now. And if you're not sure, report it anyway. It is better to be safe than sorry. And that is your break room training for today. Now, you know the difference. If you found any of the information that I shared with you useful or helpful, please subscribe. If you didn't find it helpful, it doesn't matter. Hit the thumbs down. I'm okay with that. This is JayH. Have yourself a great rest of your day.